Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Jupiter's Bible Study. It's coming up on that time where I post a video. I am feeling better. I'm in prayer and I'm in my word. So today I wanted to talk about the things that make us feel good, the things that we run to alleviate, pain or frustration, irritation, or things we've been let down about. We run to certain things, whether it's social media, music, some sort of substance. And in my life right now, I have someone close to me that's struggling with substance. That person has the best intentions when they're somewhere where they could dry out. And then once they get out, it's like instant. They find the substance wherever it's at. They even do the things to get it. And I think about what's driving that person, because you're not high in that moment. So what drives you is to get high. And so you're of some sort of sober mind, getting from point A to point B to point C to get the substance. And it just shows how strong the other side wants to pull us, the enemy. The enemy wants us to go back to what's familiar, to go back to what's comfortable, to go back to what feels good. But if you think about it, even me, myself, it wasn't anything illegal I was doing, but, something that everyone kind of probably casually does. But I realized that if I have to keep going to this thing to feel good, if I have to keep going to it to feel happy or just creative, then why can't I feel that way on my own? Why do I have to go to something to feel good? And I want to feel good reading the Bible. I want to feel good praying. And it's just like an uphill battle, because we get these thoughts in our mind that is like, oh, I don't feel like praying today, or I don't feel like reading the Bible, but do it anyway, because in you fighting against that, you will have this moment. Like yesterday, I had this moment, and I was talking to another, someone close to me about the person that's struggling, and I was put on hold, and I decided to pray and read the Bible. And I keep getting led back to this verse. And in that moment, I understood it. Like when you're just reading the Bible, make sure you slow down to really understand the context and what is being said. Because in Psalms, it's different experiences being expressed. So let me get my Bible. I always don't have it near me, but I get inspired. I did read I listened to a podcast called We Need to Talk, and he has different people on there that have ministries and are, just basically talking about their testimony. And I wanted to go to a Bible study on Wednesday, but I think I have to call because the information wasn't on the website. And I'm just trying to find the word anywhere, put it in, if I can listen to someone leading a Bible study, and that word gets put in me, and the understanding is I could be able to capture it. That's all that matters. So let's see. Yeah, because Psalms 45 was kind of confusing to me, because I was trying to figure out what was being talked about. Like it says, my heart is, Psalms 45, my heart is stirred by a noble theme as I recite my verses for the King. My tongue is the pen of a skilled writer. You are the most excellent of men, and your lips have been anointed with grace. Since God has blessed you forever, gird your sword on your side, you mighty one. Clothe yourself with splendor and majesty. In your majesty, ride forth victoriously. In the cause of truth, humility, and justice, let your right hand achieve awesome deeds. Let your sharp arrows pierce the hearts of the king's enemies. Let the nations fall beneath your feet. Your throne, O God, will last forever and ever. A scepter of justice will be the scepter of your kingdom. You love righteousness and hate wickedness. Therefore, God, your God, has set you above your companions by anointing you with the oil of joy. All your robes are fragrant with myrrh and aloes of cassia. From palaces adorned with ivory, the music of strings makes you glad. And so it kind of goes into like the daughter of the kings and Psalms 45, verse 13. All glorious is the princess within her chamber. Her gown is interwoven with gold and embroidered garments. She is led to the king. Her virgin companions follow her, those brought to be with her. And so, let's see. There is a verse that had blessed me. Let's see, it says, yes, Psalms 46 is what I keep getting led to. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear though the earth give away and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. It talks about things on earth that is scary, and how God is our refuge and strength. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice. The earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done. The dissolutions he has brought on the earth. He makes war cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And that's repeated in verse 46, 7, and 11. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And so addiction is not easy. Peeling away from something that you're used to going to feel good and having to deal with how you feel without it is a uphill battle. And so I don't look down, or I'm not disappointed in the person that I know that is struggling with addiction at all, because we're all struggling with something, and none of us is perfect. That's why we have to rely and trust in God to bring us relief and to bring answers to us in the moments where we are just battling with that addiction. The waiting part is, probably, the most difficult, especially when you are, every minute counts, every hour counts when you are waiting to just, if you're struggling with addiction and you're on the street, so you're waiting for a bed. And when you're there, you're fighting addiction as well. Yeah, okay, I got my bed, but now what do I do with my day? What do I do with my time? I'm used to being high. I'm used to getting high. And so, we should rely on the Lord, and we have to seek support. And so talking to someone about what we're going through is important. And even if you're not dealing with addiction, talking to someone about what you're going through, period, is important to get that community help, for someone to listen to, and someone that will listen to us. Right now I want to widen my support, but I just don't know how. And I'm asking God to guide me when it comes to that, because I'm shy and I'm introverted and I'm, I have anxiety. So it's like, or I can get anxiety. So it's like, I'm not, motivated to be the first one to put myself out there. But I am open to it right now because I know the more support that I get and the more support that I have is better, And the elder told me that I could call and get the information. I can call the church nearby. They have a Zoom, I believe, of Bible study, and I can just call and get the information. So that was some good information for me. Right now, I call on the Lord. Like, I'm praying many prayers. And, it's just, I'm trying to take care of my mental health. I need to go to bed a little earlier because I feel tired, in the day. And I had this weird dream, and it was definitely, it matched my fears, my fear of what I have, towards someone that I love, and the fear of myself. And, I remember just still laying down with my eyes closed, and I began to pray. And even though my prayer kind of got jumbled because I'm not fully awake, I prayed again. And so I encourage everyone to stay in prayer, stay in your word, reread the word, go back and read, if God is leading you to a verse, go back and reread it so that you can get an understanding for yourself and your life. I am just in a different place in my life, but I am relying on God. I am trusting in Him, and I encourage you to do the same. I don't know if this video will make sense for anyone. I don't know if I'll post it. I like to get encouraged with the word, and I feel like I was, but I just remember being on fire and coming, and recording and being like, okay, I'm going to put it up and it's going to help and bless somebody. I worked out Sunday, but it's Friday, and I have not worked out since. I just don't know where I'm at. It's hard to explain. I'm a private person, but just keep me in your prayer. I would really appreciate that. And if anyone would like to put their prayer requests in the comments, let me, comment, and I will go to God in prayer for you. I definitely will. And I'll just continue to pray for the world. And I'll end it here. Be blessed and be a blessing.